Hi, this is Satiris Basakaropoulos from AskSatiris.com, and this is part 67 of our 101 blogging tips video series. And in today's video, I just want to talk about how you can start a podcast. Okay. So in case anyone doesn't know what a podcast is, really a podcast is basically just like a sort of radio show, which is online, and people can go and listen to your podcast. They can listen on iTunes, and they can listen Stitcher and different places like that. Okay, whenever you do your podcast, you can go in and upload it to all these different places and build up a regular readership, or listeners, should I say, regular listeners to your podcast. Okay, so basically, as you can see, I'll just go very quickly. I actually went and got someone to create an intro. Okay, so in case you don't know how to do it or where to get it, you can go on Fiverr and you can get someone to actually do an intro for you. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so that might have been it there. Yep, that's it there. So basically, I went in and just ordered it in Fiverr. Now it cost me about $31 there, but basically, someone came along and they made me the podcast. Okay, and I'll just play it here. Now it was for one of my other websites. I probably won't use it on that website, because I think I'm going to do a podcast on a new website that I'm doing instead of this one. But you can see here, I got the intro done.
Say goodbye 9 to 5, giving you all the tips, strategies, ideas, mindset and tools you need to help you quit the rat race with Satiris Basakaropoulos.
So, you can go and you can get an intro for your podcast and everything. Okay. I use a software. There'll be a link below this video. If you're on YouTube, if you click the link, it'll take you to the blog post, and at the bottom of the blog post will be a link to the actual software that I'm using. Okay, so I'm just gonna get that now up. See, where is it? That's it there. Okay, so basically the software, all you do is you go and you open the software, right? And then you record your podcast or you record your message. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and I'm going to just read out one of my blog posts. And that can be the podcast, okay? It's not really a podcast, obviously, because I'm not podcasting live and I'm not talking to people, but you know, you can read it out and it can be your post, right? So, so here we go. I'm just going to click the record button. Hi, today I'm going to be talking about 6 online review monitoring tools for your business. It's not been spoken enough about how important monitoring your online reputation is. It helps in gaining the trust you need from your customers and also in creating a name for the brand online. Positive reviews from customers can be beneficial and even land you more potential customers. This is because since these loyal ones have already experienced what you have to offer, they trust you and they'll come back again. We've listed down some of the tools that could be useful for you. The first one is Google Alerts. Sometimes the most basic tools are the handiest. Google Alerts has been around for a while now. Google searches can be the core of how people find and research about your brand or company. Because of this, initiating Google Alerts may help you keep a daily track on keywords that may have been used in your favour. So all you have to do is head on down to the website, fill in a few simple details regarding the review monitoring. This could be your preferred update frequency, preferred content category. A tip to remember this is to be as specific as possible. This is with regards to the search queries. Number 2, Image Radar. This tool could be used to find out positive and negative information about your business or brand. If you have pictures that authentically belong to you, there is a high chance of them being talked about. Image Radar helps you discover websites that may have been talking about you. It's an automated reverse image search. It helps find websites that may be stealing and exploiting your images. All you have to do is add in the URL of the image or upload the file directly. You will be notified if anything comes up via email. The third tool is Tweet Alarm. Twitter, the one place for everything controversial. Twitter has come up as a place for interactions and sharing information as well. Brands have made a name for themselves on this social media platform. Speaking of brands, Tweet Alarm allows you to monitor tweets that have been made regarding your business. Whenever someone tweets about your brand or anything surrounding it, you will receive a notification via email. And since there's so many tweets being sent every day, play your cards right and you may be mentioned. Number 4 is names. Influence is a large part of using review monitoring tools. When it comes to running a business or a brand, social influence is a huge part of its success. Names, that's NAYMZ, is a tool that can help you in this aspect. It helps you track your social influence. Therefore, if you manage to maintain a high influence, your reputation shall skyrocket amongst your customers. This tool is really useful as you're able to daily track how much influence you have in the audience. Businesses need this in order to build up a brand and its reputation. Number 5 is Hyper Alerts. Hyper Alerts is another social media platform that is beneficial to businesses. Not only is it being used for people to connect with one another, but also for brands to connect with their customers. Hyper Alerts is a tool that monitors customer activity on Facebook. They will send you immediate email notifications, and what's better is that you can also monitor any rival or competition brands. Number 6 is Pin Alerts. I'm sure you must realise how important social media is to the business by now. Therefore, here comes another one, Pinterest. This platform has become overly popular throughout the years, And when someone pins something from a certain brand, it counts as a review or that something they've shown an interest in you. Pin alerts helps you find out when someone pins something from your website. Again, this is an email notification system, and it is also incredibly easy to set it up. So that's basically the end of this podcast. If you'd like to find out more about me, go and visit my website asksatirist.com. And if you would like to find out more about how to make money blogging, feel free to visit buildingabetterblog.com /101 blogging tips. And if you put your name and email in there, you will get full access to my 101 blogging tips, which is over 14 years of my blogging experience, all downloaded into 101 video trainings. That's it from me for today. I will see you again next time. Okay, so we stop our podcast. Okay, we call it, we name it. Okay, so we'll call it the podcast 6 online review. Now, obviously, the podcast can be an interview. You know, it can be anything at all. It doesn't necessarily going to be you reading out a post, but I was just doing it as a demonstration to see another way that you could use it. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll just click upload, and we'll upload it to S3. So now you can see it, it's being uploaded. Okay, that's being uploaded to my Amazon S3 account. Okay, and once that's done, then basically you can go in here and you can go to I think there's a problem going on with some of my plugins in the computer at the moment. Okay, so we'll go and we'll log into our back office. Okay, and now
Welcome
we
to
just
your
go
Dell
to
dashboard.
our settings.
From the dash,
So we'll go to our files, and then you will see the file that I've just uploaded. Okay, so what we can do is here we can share this. We can go and we can share this with iTunes, with Stitcher, with all these other different places. But what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click here to get the embed code. Okay, and I'm going to grab the embed code like so. And then I'm going to go to my website, log. I'm going to go now to posts, and I'm going to go to the post where I want to put the podcast. So I'm just going to click edit, and then wherever you want your little play button, your podcast tool to appear, you just paste in the code. Okay, so I'm going to paste it in just below here where it says reviews. I'm just going to put a few 5s, and then that will help me when I click on text to know where to post this. So I'm just going to post it here, paste, okay, and then I'm going to update that. And now if I click on view, now what you could do now is once you've done your podcast, you could put this in a blog page, okay, by itself. And you could just send people a link straight to it. Okay, now obviously I've put this in my website, and if they come here and they click play. Hi, today I'm going to be talking about 6 online review monitoring tools for your business. It's not been spoken enough about how important monitoring your online reputation is. Okay, so this is now your audio, and the other thing is you can even just like grab a file that takes you just to a page. Okay, so you could just go to a page on its own with just the player, right? So we just put paste and just basically go to that page with the player, and then you click play and listen to it. Hi, today I'm going to be talking about 6 online review monitoring tools for your business. So basically you could do your podcast, you could put that link into your email and send people, and then they could go and actually listen to your podcast. Okay, so that's how you can easily create a podcast. I'm going to put the link just directly underneath this video. If you're on YouTube itself, you need to click the link in the video to take you to the post, and then in the post there's a video, and the link for the software is just below that video. Okay, let me know how you get on with it, because I think you'll find it absolutely amazing. It's a brilliant bit of software. You can also change this. You can have different different looking players. You can change the players as well, which is pretty cool. You can also put share buttons below. There's a lot of different things you could actually do with it. You can change the bars. Audio bars, playlists. You can create playlists. You can do split tests. There you go. So that's it from me for this training. Once again, I hope you found that useful, and I will see you again on the next podcast. Oh, here's the different players you can choose. You see, you can choose different players here. You can have an invisible player so that people don't see it. You can have a bigger player or a smaller one. Okay, you can choose whichever kind of player you want as well. So you can customize this too, which is pretty cool. Okay, so that's it, and I will see you again in the next training video tomorrow.